Morph Ivy Collective begins now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Morph Ivy Collective.
What's going on, guys?
Like, is it playing? Music playing again?
It is.
No, it's because it's playing off my phone, telling me that we're live. But anyway, this is our hats of truth or buckets of truth, whatever you want to call it. It says, join the Small Town Xotics Patreon. Hashtag Small Town Tribe. Yeah. But mine's too big, so we'll just go like that.
I know, mine's like, I gotta like make it crooked. There we go. All right.
But why don't we bring the man of the hour out, Mr. Shane Kelley of Small Town Xotics.
I had to put my bucket on since you guys put the hats on when you hid me backstage. I need to stop moving though. Mine's disappearing.
I know. Mine's just too big, but
I know mine might have to be temporary.
Yeah. Becky had the gangster lean going on hers.
I would say.
I had to do it. How's it going? Thank you for joining us tonight.
Well, thank you, ladies. And we were talking backstage. I'm really impressed with all of Becky's plant nerd lights and all that stuff going on. It looks really good.
Thank you.
Yes.
Oh, look, you even got like little propagation things on the wall back there.
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Oh, yeah. I got a whole bunch of stuff propagating over there. I got a bunch of cups that are all propagations up there. It's good time.
You know, we're doing super nerd stuff right now, too. We're doing air layers on the trees in the backyard to chop them and make bonsai out of them.
That's cool.
Nice.
That's very cool.
Nice.
Going deep. Deep.
Very cool.
Super nerdy.
Oh my god. Well, should we start off with some questions, Becky? Would you like to go or would you like me to go?
Well, I was gonna say hi to see who we have in the comments there.
Yeah, I'm bad at that. Go for it.
That's okay.
You can do the controls now.
All right, we got BlackRock. Let's see. Well, Shane, you were all over these comments. Got Michelle. Hi, everybody.
This is Bongo Pied.
Yes. Thank you, everyone, for being here.
We'll give it some time. But yeah.
Bongo Pied. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, where's Keeper Kane, Michelle? Where's he at?
He's off playing with stupid Pokemon cards, I bet.
Of course. Yeah. Oh, there's Jay. All right.
There's Jay. What's up, Jay?
So yeah. So I guess we'll start with a few questions. And for anybody, if you don't know who Shane Kelley is of Small Town Xotics, you must be sleeping under a rock. He has some extremely awesome animals. The best Patreon ever, hands down. And if you aren't in that Patreon, you better get in it now and head out to Reptiles on the River this year. What's the date for that one? June what?
Oh, you think I'd have that one memorized, huh? I'm thinking 16th, 12th, and 13th. All right, yep, 12th and 13th.
I only know because I can't go. Because I have another.
Maybe I could like try to actually go because we're doing Tinley the weekend after. I thought it was the same weekend.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna give a little backstory on that. Reptiles on the River is in June because that was the only month there's not like a big regional, national level show. Then all of a sudden, Tinley decides to do a June. I'm like,
well, they've always had it at Schaumburg.
Right.
And since that contract is no longer good, that's why they moved it over to Tinley. But it's always been there in June. So we normally go there for my daughter's birthday. But maybe it was July. I don't remember. But whatever. Either way, now I'm like, maybe I can try to do it.
You should. Yes. That would be so fun. You gotta go, and so I can live vicariously through.
I gotta get something to drive me around, or I'll just rent one of those scooters and drive myself around on the roads.
Yeah, you need an off-road one. But actually, there's a little. It's like right there where the event is. It's like got the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. It's not like too off-roady.
I can water boy it and just get like a really fast lawnmower.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Horse and carriage.
Dude, that would fit right in too. Like a riding lawnmower, zero turn, just roll right up. Might get a side hustle while you're there, like, oh, mow the lawn while you're here.
Yeah. See? Yeah, I'll go.
We got Kane.
Yeah. Now, Mr. Bongo Pied.
Yeah.
That's my name.
Pokemon card auction.
He's gonna like get dethroned. It's gonna be just Michelle, Mrs. Bongo Pied, and like Kane's gonna be like Mr. Pokemon now. I'm gonna have to make a new song for him.
Oh man.
Yeah, but all right, let's address that. So we're all like hoarders and collectors of some sort. We got that like gene going off in us. So
Oh yeah.
yeah. I mean, Becky's plants.
As
Look, I
you
mean,
can
that's
see.
obvious. And Kane's off doing Pokemon cards. I'm like learning bonsai right now. Like we all got issues, you know?
Yeah,
We do. It just kind of runs in our blood.
but it could be
Yeah.
worse. Could be doing worse things. So I like
Yeah,
it.
well,
I like my
yeah.
like my issues.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm okay with it. If you're not, that's all right. Keep moving.
Right.
So for you, what has made you want to get into the ball pythons, and then what made you want to get into boas and things like that?
So I've always loved reptiles my whole entire life. So like I grew up catching them ever since I can remember. All the stuff in California: king snakes, rattlesnakes, horny toads, all the things, blue belly lizards, all the things. And then when I got to be an adult, I got a bunch of exotic animals. Then I went through some personal changes, got rid of all the animals, and then fast forward like 15 years, I was like, it's just time. And so I bought a genetic stripe. I still have her. And then I was listening to audio podcast at the time. So I was like, oh, let's put in ball python, whatever, in the audio podcast app. And then up came like ball shit and snakes and the fat man. So I started listening to that. Then my kids said, hey, look it up on YouTube. And then I was like, oh, it's over. I'm all in. Let's buy some racks. Let's just start doing it, man.
Yeah, heck yeah. So this place in California, is that also where you learned to speak with the peacocks?
Yeah. I grew up around peacocks. So that's why I was like, it was just
It's
like,
so good. It really is quite good.
I haven't heard that before.
Oh my, it is like so spot on. It is so good.
It's amazing.
Yeah, so in the county parks where I grew up, they just like have peacocks running around. It's just like the thing to do there. So like I just grew up around them. I have affinity for them, and you know, kind of speak their language a little bit. And yeah, they're my homies.
That's awesome.
You'd be barbecuing at the park, like, you know, doing other things at the same time, partying, and like the peacocks would just be like in the tree right above your head, just like, and you know, they're just like your homies, you know?
Yeah, they're very friendly. I know one of the farms I used to be at, the people next to us had a lot of peacocks, and they'd always were coming over, and they're always so cool. So
Yeah. So yeah, I like peacocks.
So have you been really like practicing? This is very serious, like practicing your Wookiee impersonation. Like, how is that going?
No, I haven't practiced. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a squirrel, and I practiced it the one night, and then I forgot all about it. I forgot all about it. I'm just like, oh.
That's pretty good. So what made you want to get into like the hog noses and the boas and the MBKs, things like that?
The hog noses I got into the same time as ball pythons. I just kept it a lot smaller, and I got everything as hatchlings and just grew them up. So I like ball pythons. I did buy proven breeders and start breeding right away. But hog nose I've had since the beginning too. I just really like the hog nose because they're just like so cute and spunky, and it's like they're the complete opposite of a ball python, like personality wise and everything. And I was like, oh, this like fulfills all the needs, you know? And then, you know, I like to dabble. I did leopard geckos with my kids for a while. We don't do those anymore, but boas to me, like as far as like a natural snake out of the wild, no morphs or anything, boas are the best looking animal on the planet, in my opinion.
Yeah, they're really cool. I got my first boa, and she's the coolest. She's little right now, but she's just awesome. I can't wait to get more boas.
Yeah, boas are just awesome. So I don't know. I just like to keep busy, I guess, and explore other things. And yeah, so
I think it helps our type of squirrel brains having those different animals and stuff just for us. It keeps us really interested and intrigued in different things for sure. But Jay
Yeah.
does say that your peacock sound should be the trademark soundbite.
Well, it is. And when I do the shout out of the week on Reptiles Unplugged, shout out to Reptiles Unplugged.
That's right. Go check out Reptiles Unplugged Wednesdays with Shane and Herb and Harbins.
Yeah. And our technical producer, Jay at Greenline, who made the soundbite.
And go support Deeds Not Words. Go order your shirt. Go order your beanie. If you haven't, I don't know what you're waiting for. We're helping our veterans, people. Come on. There you go.
Man, I was like, where's my beanie? I should have put the beanie on.
Mine's in the car. I'm like, oh, darn it.
I'm telling you, I was like way deep into bonsai videos, and my little alarm came off, and I was like, oh shit, I gotta go upstairs. So
Becky and I are working on a little Deeds Not Words videos. It's coming soon.
Are.
Yes.
I'm the one who's slacking though, so I got to get on that.
Yeah, but definitely get the Deeds Not Words stuff. You could donate up and get your own little cartoon avatar guy. I got one for me. There's shirts, beanies. I think there's hoodies too. So yeah, go get your shirt.
Is there hoodies, Jay? Is there hoodies? I thought it was just the shirts and beanies.
I would get a hoodie in 2 seconds. Hoodies.
I don't wear jackets, so I thought there was hoodies, but I don't ever buy.
Who has the
hoodies.
best freaking hoodies? Actually, is Jay. This is my favorite, most comfortable hoodie ever. So Greenline Morph hoodie, get it. Yeah. It's awesome.
Buy all the merch.
Buy all the merch. Buy everybody's merch. We have Morph and Ivy shirts, gear, and all that as well.
We do.
All pounds merch. We got everything. Go buy everybody's stuff. Support everyone.
Yes.
So what was your path to genetic stripe? Did you like it right away, or did it take you some time to see the potential?
No, so that was more of a nostalgia type thing. So when I was like the year 2000 to like 2003 is when I had like one of every species, and I had the whole coffee table like filled with Reptile magazine, like the actual magazine back then, and like genetic stripes were in one of the magazines, and I fell in love with them then, but they were like kind of pricey back then. And so then fast forward to 2019 when I bought one. I mean, it was like cheap, and then I just like it. I don't know. I like a stripe. I like super stripes too. I don't work super stripe project, but I like just anything with a strong dorsal. I think it's cool.
Except he doesn't like pinstripes.
Yeah, I mean,
like those stripes.
Yeah. Yeah, but in hognose, there's like sometimes the anacondas that the morph and hognose, they can have stripy versions, and I really like the stripy version. I just like stripes. I don't like pinstripes though.
Jay says for Deeds Not Words, you can get your challenge coined, and hoodies are a Jay only item. So I don't know how we bribe him to also get hoodies for us, but let's figure that out.
Yeah.
Michelle, I am
She's coming.
Very optimistically hopeful that I might figure it out.
We'll just put you in one of those big giant like blow up hamster balls and just roll you around so you don't get hurt. Yeah.
Becky just needs a cancer vacation so she can drive me there.
I can't. I wish. I was kicking myself when I realized that the weekends were the same.
Yeah.
So mad.
Next year.
So mad.
So don't plan any vacations in 2027 in the month of June. Anybody.
You're all big.
Well, Becky, like, I mean, like I posted about it, but like there's so many things that are posted on so many platforms. Like it's hard to keep track of everything. So
it's easy to miss, but
yeah.
Next year for sure though.
Yeah.
This is the first year I've gone on a vacation in like 7 years. So I'm gonna keep this one.
Yeah, you're gonna have a time. It's gonna be
you
good.
deserve it. Thanks. Then the following year, just keep June open.
Yes.
And just know Reptiles on the River will be one of the weekends in June.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah. Maybe I'll be living in Tennessee by then and you'll come visit.
Oh. I'll be sad though if you leave me.
I know. I kind of thought about that. I'm like, wait, that you're gonna have to move to Tennessee too. Obviously, you joined the Patreon. This is like the next steps.
I don't know if Tennessee's the place for me. We'll
It
see.
is. You just don't know it yet.
Okay. I actually have never. I've been to Tennessee once, and I think it was for like 10 hours.
See,
twice.
you don't even know it yet. It is for you.
Possibly. We'll see.
What were you going to ask, Becky?
Oh, I was going to ask. So, at what point were you inspired to start the Patreon? Like, what led you to that?
Man, well, there was a time earlier. People were asking me to do one, and then I didn't do it. And then a friend of mine, Steven from Leviathan, was like, dude, you should do it. And it was just like the timing was right at that time. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do it. And so I took a couple months and thought all the things through and kind of like the direction I wanted to go and what I wanted to be able to offer and stuff. And then just did it. Just make the leap of faith and do it. You know,
went for it.
Did you think it would become what it is now and like the family unit it's pretty much become?
I did not at first think it would go that way, but like that was kind of my hope because that's kind of my vibe. Yeah. And like I'm like so happy it is the way it is. Like you said, it's like a family vibe. There's not like I mean, I guess I should probably talk about my own Patreon sometime. So I guess let's do it now, you know? So I'm real particular and about like I don't want to be like it's like a sales pitch, you know, like I'm not trying to push a particular project on anybody or trying to convince anybody like this project's better than this. I mean, screw Pinstripe. That's my only thing I say, you know. Other than that, like if you like, you know, whatever it is, like I'm there to help you. And if you got any advice that you need or whatever, I'll help you build it out. I'm not going to try to sell you animals that I like because that might not be what you like, you know?
Right.
So that's what the intent is. I'm not here to sell you a dream. I'm here to help you build your dream. That's what I'm here for.
For myself, you know, I've noticed that I've been in the Patreon now for well over a year. And it's definitely that way. It is such an awesome vibe. Like it really is a family. You feel comfortable. You don't feel like you're being judged by people. You know, we're just kind of like a bunch of weirdos in there, like having a good time. We can make fun of each other, goof around. But you also are getting knowledge on top of it. There's so many knowledgeable people within the group itself. Everybody jumps in to help you out. And there's been times when I've had, you know, problems with my incubator and the hatchlings and stuff like that. And I was able to call up Shane and be like, what do I do? And he immediately just like walked me through it. And it was awesome. And I think as a breeder, it is really important to get in a Patreon like that where you can find that help and that support. That's someone that generally just like really wants to see you grow. So if you're just starting out, I highly, highly suggest it. It really is, I think, a big tool that you need as a new breeder coming into this hobby. Oh,
absolutely. I would 100% agree. I mean, as me being a brand new baby, just starting breeder, it's been just a fantastic resource. I mean, it's just being able to read the conversations going back and forth between like everyone that's in it. I mean, you can just absorb so much and then you can pop in and ask a question. And it's been really like just an incredible resource for sure.
Well, thank you, ladies. And something else I don't ever highlight enough is like, I know with other Patreons, it's like, oh, this tier, you get like so much one-on-one time or whatever. Like just call me, man. And we'll just go over whatever you have to go over. There's no time limit or whatever, you know, just call me. I prefer to keep everything in the group chat though, because then you get the input from other experience and then everyone can read it. But if you're like, you know, you need one-on-one, it's something complicated, I'm there, you know?
Right. Yeah. 100%. Yeah. If there is that type of emergency or stuff like that. And, you know, I've had it, with even Alicia Harbin, I was able to, you know, I sent her something and we chatted immediately and she was able to help me through it. So, just really, really some awesome people in that group for sure. I am still working on getting Kane to get Michelle a puppy, just in case anybody would like to know about how that's going. She did get hog noses, but we are still working on the puppy.
Yeah, she got 2 of them. She got
did.
2. So
She did.
That's pretty good.
And I did make the agreement for her to get these hog noses. If she like doesn't want them anymore, that I then have to take them and pay for them. So I hope you still love them, Michelle.
Yeah, at least wait till payday to say that you don't like them. No.
100%. That was a leap of faith I took for you, Michelle. So, Kane, take that leap of faith and get your wife a puppy.
Yeah, I'm all for more dogs. People should have more dogs.
Yes.
Agreed. Dogs are fantastic.
I mean,
Oh,
if
Michelle
Becky and I
said-
weren't like broke right now, we would have so many puppies when we come up to these
Oh my-
expos. Oh my gosh, they're so cute.
There's this one breeder who is there pretty much every time we're there for this local one that we go to regularly. And every time I run over and I steal one of their Pomeranian puppies, and I'm like, can I just hold it for a while?
I know.
And
How
I
many
just bring it
puppies
back
did I
to, like-
steal at the last show? I was stealing so many puppies. Like, I'm just gonna hold this for a while.
Yeah. I mean, that's half the reason I go and vend there, so I can hold puppies.
Hold puppies. Yeah, the Bernese Mountain Dogs is like my dream dog to have one day. And I'm like, oh, it's right there. My one dog is like, she's just so old and seen it. Like, once she does go, then I'll get something. But I want to respect her and her time. And I don't think she could handle a puppy right now. So, because I don't think we have much longer with her.
Yeah,
But,
that'd be tough for an old lady.
yeah.
So.
But Max can he can do that.
Max would love a puppy. You should get Max a puppy.
Oh yeah, it will happen. My kids wanted so if anybody, my dog Max, he's an old English sheepdog poodle, and he's massive. My daughter really wanted a corgi. She really wanted a little dog, and so I got her that dog. I saw him and fell in love.
I mean, it's kind of like a corgi. I mean, it barks and it has hair. I mean,
Yeah, that's totally.
You could just call it corgi or whatever, you know. So I think we should move on to our alien theory lab. What do you think, Becky?
Yeah, so I need some context here because I have no idea what this whole alien thing is. So please, somebody fill me in on what the hell is happening.
So, man, that's there's so many layers to that.
That's like a
Oh my
lot.
God, okay.
I don't have that many hours.
All right, I'll tell you my little journey. I first got into like ancient aliens and ancient civilizations, like about 2004. I started reading all these books, and then they came out with an ancient alien show after I'd already been talking about it to like people, and then I was like, I'm redeemed. See, I'm not crazy. But then they kind of made a mockery out of the show, and they kind of like, over embellished a bunch of shit. But whatever. But now we're talking about like full disclosure. Congress is involved. Trump's talking. I mean, this shit's real, man. I'm just saying.
I've been a believer in aliens since forever. It doesn't make sense for there to not be like other life.
That's what I'm saying.
But what's your theory on aliens? Do you think they're in outer space? Do you think they're here? Do you think both? What do you think?
Man, it's kind of like one of those, like, I don't know, man. I go through phases like, are they interdimensional? Are they time travelers? Are they like actually from they traveled here from a different planet, like, on a ship? I don't know. I don't really know the answers. I think maybe they're all true. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think a lot of the like sea creatures that are here were aliens that came from different worlds. That's one of my theories.
Right? Maybe the octopus, because it's like totally different.
If you look at the sea creature, I totally have a theory on that. It's like same thought, and that's funny because we've never talked about that before. But yeah, I think about the sea creatures like they stopped exploring the ocean. It's like obviously they're scared of something down there.
Yeah, like don't we know more about space than we do about what's in like our deep oceans or something like that?
One of the things is like the alien bases are in the ocean because they have transmedium aircraft or ships or whatever you want to call them, but they just go through the water just like they go through the air. Like it doesn't slow them down. So
I mean, and I am a believer that there's also different species of human.
We've talked about that. And I think people might say that where they think something's wrong is like as society might be like, oh, this is different or whatever, where
where they have decided that's not right. But like, I think, what if that's just a different type of species of human? You know, who are we to decide? There's so many different. You got to think how many different species of stuff there are. Why are we just like, we're just this one thing? And if you're a little bit different, then you're wrong, you know, or something's wrong with you. What if you're just a different species of human? You know, so I think about that a lot.
Yeah, but see, you have to get careful when you get into all that, because then it's like, oh, well, are you like, it's real quick for some people to like throw away like bring in religion and racism and all this stuff. And it's like, no, we're just trying to have an open conversation.
Yes.
So I usually just shut the F up. And I mean, that's just kind of my thing. You know, I just usually just shut the F up, and it's just like, whatever.
I normally wouldn't talk about like my thought on like the different species of human, but like I have now talked about it a little bit more with many different people, and like they all kind of feel the same way, which has been interesting. But I don't, it's just, I mean, God, my brain is like, there's so many different things we could talk about in this area. But you know, you think about even, let's just say, you know, bones that they dug up in the shape of those people's skulls, and they're saying, oh, this could have been shaped like that. How about the, you know, the rocks and stuff that were drilled, and they have these perfect circles in there? What did they use for that? You know, there's just so many layers and layers and layers and layers. And of course, I think, you know, as the society, we're just being lied to and to believe whatever they want us to believe. And you need to be able to think for yourself and see a bigger picture sometimes. But yeah, I don't know, there's so much to dive in on that.
Yeah, man, you know, and then like you get into the Graham Hancock stuff. Like, he's not like the alien side, but he's like, you know, we're missing like a whole bunch of our history because of the Younger Dryas flood, and then you know, and then you get into like, that's the Noah's Ark flood, but then that floods in all ancient history all throughout the world and whatever. So I mean, there's many rabbit holes, Becky. I mean, you could go on for months and years researching it and never run out of stuff to learn.
Yeah.
If I do that, I will get so in, I'll never come out. So I have to be very careful what I decide to hyperfixate on, for sure.
Just do it like you could, when we could have some really fun conversations.
Yeah, it's pretty, you know, it's pretty in depth. And there's some pretty like, I mean, there's some far out wingnut stuff. And then, I mean, I don't know. You just got to decide for yourself. There's a whole bunch of information out there, though. Yeah. Like, I've been dabbling for over 20 years in that subject. And I go in for a while. And then, like, right now, I just had to come back out. So I'm in bonsai for a minute. That'll get me out of the alien world for a minute. And then I'll go back in at some point, you know?
Yes. I remember sitting on like my back porch, you know, a couple summers ago, and I was having smoked a joint, and and I remember thinking, I was like looking at the trees and just being like, what if the trees are aliens? Because like they take oxygen, like or like they give us the oxygen and stuff like that, and they have the roots and they're living. And then I go into the plants, and I'm like, why do we just think it's supposed to be these like little green men? You know, I don't know. There's so many theories in my brain.
Oh, and then there's the whole theories about the moon and like how it's the perfect distance. And like without the moon being there, we wouldn't be alive because it controls so much of our weather and the tides. And well, I mean, man, there's just so many different angles. And I mean, whatever.
And then if you talk to Jay, it's like your mind gets blown and it's amazing.
Yeah. There's a lot to it.
Yes.
So if an alien showed up at Tinley, what do you think the first booth would be that it would go to?
Probably the iguanas that never sell, that are super pretty, the orange ones and the blue and the what are them big ones that are like in the middle back? I think they'd go there.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's like their cousin. You never know.
You never know. Yeah. I love seeing those things, but I've yet to this day seen anyone buy one and walk out, though.
Yeah. I think about even like those the White's tree frogs, and I was looking at like the picture. I'm like, they look like little aliens. Like it's just
they do. Yeah. They totally do.
Oh my goodness. Let's see here. What do you think alien would keep as a pet and not a human?
Probably a human. I'm like, oh, I'll get this one as a baby and raise it up just the way I want it.
This one's got a little hog nose. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You know, oh, this one's a little chubby one. I like this little chubby one. This could be short too. You know, that would be like the French bulldog one. You know?
Right.
Well, this one's a little spicy, but I think it'll chill out as it gets older.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, yeah.
All the humans like in our display cases, like. Oh my gosh, that would be something to see for sure. Oh man. Let's see.
So if you had an encounter, like a UFO landed in your backyard right now, what would be the first question you would ask?
Man, dude, you know, that's a good question. I mean, I would want to know how long they've been here messing around. That would probably be like, and you know, and then then that would open up the whole conversation. You know, like, oh, well, this goes back into ancient history, and I'd be like, I knew it, I knew it, I knew it.
I think I would ask, how the hell do you speak English?
Because they probably invented the language.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're probably way before us.
Yeah.
Like,
Fair.
think about like all the ancient civilizations and like think about the stuff we don't even know. Like there's so much I want to know about, and yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, we have so much lost history that we can't even fathom.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
And
all
what's
the
in
pyramids all over the world and all that. That's like,
ocean?
don't tell me that's just a coincidence. You know what I mean? Like, that's
in
not.
Antarctica where the Black Pyramid is, like because of the ice caps melting or something like that.
Supposedly.
Yeah.
Supposedly. I
Yeah.
mean, nobody's supposed to go to Antarctica and like do anything anymore. I mean, whatever.
Right.
I don't know.
But who knows? Because like Antarctica could have been like a warm spot, and where like who knows?
Yeah. I mean, if you're a flat earther, though, there is no Antarctica. It's just a giant ice wall, and you know that's what keeps us all in here.
That too.
Yeah, now that's a theory I cannot.
Yeah, I can't get behind that either.
I just no. There's just so much proof. Like,
But is there?
Yeah.
Has it been like why have we been lied to? Because there's so much that they've lied to us about. I can't say for myself any which way or the other because I don't know for sure. So I don't want to be like, yes, it is this way or that way. I'm like, I don't know because I don't believe anything. I don't believe the information that's being given to us. So, you know, I don't know. You just think.
Yeah, but flat Earth. I mean, there's no. I mean, there's like, what's there to gain? Like,
But then,
That
it's
would
like
be my
how are we
thing.
just floating in a freaking ball in space, and what's beyond space, and what keep like if we go down this path, it's gonna get bad. But like.
yeah, I just can't get behind flat Earth. But I mean, it's
Flat
fun
Earth
to.
one is hard for me to grasp, but I also know
Right.
that's also what's been taught to me my entire life. So I try not to dismiss the flat Earth idea because I don't know. I haven't actually been to space and seen it for myself, especially with all the stuff saying the first moon landing was fake and all. You just who knows.
Yeah, but Elon's working on getting us all up into space, like on commercial
Oh, yeah.
flights. So
any day.
maybe my kids or grandkids, I probably won't have enough money in my lifetime to
Right.
do it. But at some point, the price will go down, and everyone will see.
That's yes. So yeah, I don't know. I would ask aliens like about space and what's beyond space or how big is space, and like there would be a million questions probably that shoot out of my mouth. But I would want to know more about space for sure because it's the very unknown and what is actually out there and going on. We just have these theories and yeah.
If you're into like audiobooks at all, there's a series called The Bobiverse on Audible, and it is absolutely fantastic. It's all about like space exploration, aliens, like all of it, and it is so well done. So if you're looking for a good audiobook, there's like 6 books I think in the series.
But how's the narrator though? Because like I'm so picky on that.
I am so
Yeah.
picky. He is the best narrator I've ever listened to.
All
I
right.
will literally listen to any book that he narrates. I don't know if you listened to Project Hail Mary. The movie just came out with like Ryan Gosling, but he also does that book, and incredible. That's another really, really good one. That's about also space exploration and aliens.
See, so you're a nerd. You're
I
like a
love
total.
it. Those are the books that I gravitate towards. So
Is that the books you gravitate towards?
yeah. Asshole.
Whatever, I do too. So
This is one of those times that Shane just needs to shut the F up. Just shut up.
they're fun books that we like to listen to sometimes, okay?
Okay. All right. I'm gonna leave it alone.
Oh. So how have you gotten to the point where you're able to sell so well online? Did you start by vending more and then eventually as your name grew more, you went to more online, or have you always been that way?
No, actually I was the opposite. I did everything online up until I moved to Tennessee, and I started vending shows just more of like for the community aspect and getting to meet people face to face,
Yeah.
But I mean, that's also has to do with like the timing of like when I got in. That was like, by the time I was producing, that was right when COVID hit. So everything was online. So, what's up, Wiz?
Hey, Wiz. Thanks for
Going on.
You just missed our alien talk.
Yeah, you just missed it.
You're gonna have to catch the replay.
Yeah. Hit the replay, subscribe, share, do all the things.
That's right. Thanks, Shane.
But yeah, so it was like by the time I was producing, that was right when COVID hit. So everything was online. So then I just stayed online was I don't know. It is easier. I mean, you have to ship, but
sure.
Yeah. So I don't know. But now it's kind of changed. Like you have to do some vending because certain animals below certain price thresholds don't really sell well online and blah, blah, blah. So I don't know. You just got to do a little bit of everything.
Yeah, that's good. How did you get into the 15 minutes of lame? How did that start for you? And where are these videos? Because I've searched your social medias and I'm like, where are these 15 minutes of lame videos that I've heard about?
Well, how I got in, I happened to be in a Zoom call with Brian Cusco and Chris Eaton. And then I think it was Brian was like, Chris, you need to talk to Shane. You guys would gel. He should be on 15 minutes of lame. And then, so that set that off. And then when I was running there, I think there's 1 or 2 videos on my YouTube channel. But I mean, a lot of it was through stories because that was like right when stories was popping off on Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
And so like you'll never see him again, I know, but like that was like a twofold thing because like if you're pushing the new thing that they want, they're pushing you. So I was pushing stories and running all over the place and
so do you have those saved anywhere? Like so we could see them?
Well, there was one when I was at work. It should be on my YouTube channel. Like I hadn't shaved. Like this was before I had a beard. I hadn't shaved. I was all just like in the oil fields. And I'm like acting like I was like a campaign guy or something. I don't know. I just like shot from the hip and talked out my ass. It came off pretty good though.
We'll have to find that.
What was like the funnest video you did for that?
Oh, when I was at the Parthenon in Nashville, but I was telling everyone I was in Greece with the Parthenon in the background. And like I even like tagged it and so like the location and everything. So that was pretty good. And like so I was actually looking to move to Tennessee at the time. So Moose was letting me stay at his house. So I rented a car and everything. I was doing these job interviews. And then like in between all that, I was like Moose would be like, oh, we got the Parthenon and we got all these things. So like I drove there and like, yeah, I'm here in Greece and blah, blah, blah. That was pretty fun. And then we were like, whatever the main strip is in Nashville, we went down there to eat. And there was a Tennessee Titans flag right there too. And it kind of looked like a headquarters, but it wasn't. It was just like a restaurant or something. But I was like, yeah, I'm live from, Tennessee Titans headquarters, all this shit. So it looked like I was traveling all over the world. I did something in front of the Grand Ole Opry and stuff too, but I was really
hilarious.
Just in Nashville doing job interviews, but I just had fun with the whole thing, you know.
That's what you have to do. I think that's awesome. And when you first ran for it, was there a lot of like back and forth between the other contestants, giving each other, razzing each other, giving each other a hard time, trash talking?
Yeah, a little bit, but that was the first year, so there was no tone set yet. So I mean, I'm gonna pat myself on the back a little bit, but like I kind of made it like a campaign thing, and then some people followed suit, and then it just took off after that. But yeah, there was a guy that was like giving away snakes to try to get votes, and I mean every year there's somebody doing some kind of cheating and stuff, but for the most part we were all friendly. Yeah, I mean, and we did it. John Feely was in against me that year, and then he had the idea to do like a debate. So then we did the debates, and now every year since then there's the debate, and so it was fun. And but I mean, it was different back then too. So it was like you could only vote once. So like it mattered. Like
really mattered,
man, I got to convince somebody to vote their one vote for me, right. There wasn't the daily stuff. Yeah. So
what would you like to see happen? Like, what would you like to see the contestants doing more of now in the 15 minutes of lame?
Man, I don't know. I like the way they train. Every year it gets a little better. I think Bobby was doing some killer work, like acting like the news reporter and stuff the last season. Yeah. So I really like that. Of course, Lace did good. She won. I just like enjoy seeing everyone's own personality and their own creativity. So wherever that wants to take them, Sometimes, I mean, a little bit of the fun trash talk and the banter back and forth, that's always good. But keep it fun, like don't go. Don't go overboard. Yes, cross the line. Right, 100%. 100%. Do you think winning 15 minutes of lame really helped boost your business? Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, to me, in my head, it was like nothing is acceptable except winning this. So like I just like all of my normal social media stuff that I was doing at the time, which was a lot. I was doing like 2 edited YouTube videos at the time and stuff like that was all secondary to the contest. So yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it definitely helped me personally. And then it helped me meet a lot of people, and it's like cemented a legacy that I'll always be attached to it now, and then like I'm a returning judge every year and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, I think that's really awesome. And how long were you into breeding ball pythons when you first entered the 15 minutes of lame?
So that was my first year producing. So that was 2020, and then it carried so the actual contest was like right there. I think it was December then too, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, so that was 2020, just going into 2021. So then I think my full length episode was the first episode of 21, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah.
Yeah, that's a heck of a way to get going and get in it, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, that's awesome. I think it's really awesome how much you've grown and the community you've built. Shane's a very honest, upfront, kind person. Amazing animals, great prices, and just highly suggest if you want to purchase from him. Patreon, he's definitely someone to go to. Just so many great people within his community. So yeah, I thank you for just having that community.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know it's helped me a ton in many different ways. So yeah, I'm very appreciative of that. And for everyone in that Patreon for putting up with this personality. And
you keep it fun. Keep it exciting.
Yeah, but really, I mean, we all help each other,
Yeah. But
because like if someone asks a question in the main chat, I'll give an answer, of course. And then somebody else might give an answer, like maybe Bear or the Harbins or something. And their answer is just as right as mine. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's that's the other perspective. I tend to forget things that I'm not actively looking at, you know, so it's good. Everyone helps each other.
It's because you don't have some big grand ego where you're like, it's my way or no way. It's, you know, you are open to different ideas and learning different things. And I think that's a big thing within any hobby, period. Anything you're doing, like, don't ever think you know it all. Keep learning, keep trying to make yourself better, you know, work hard, and see what your next step could be. How are you going to grow? And yeah, when things get hard in life, you got to pivot and turn, think up of new fun things. And I know for me, that's what I'm trying to do in life. And just coming up with new fun ideas. And I love that I can go in the group and bounce ideas off of people, and they're so open to it. And it's such a change for me, just from the different worlds that I've come from, and actually being able to talk to people and they're friendly. And I'm like, this is just so weird and amazing.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of groups where there's like a dictator or a ringleader. You know, it's more of a democracy type vibe and a family feel, in my opinion.
That's why we need 100+ acres, so we could get everybody's houses, the small town tribe houses, and
I don't know. That sounds like a hippie commune now. I don't know, man. People better be wearing clothes. That's all I'm saying.
Again, I want all that property, and I would love like the commune, but I still need like my own space where you're not going to see what I'm doing. So,
right.
And I just come down and visit. I think that works just fine.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now, Ashley, I think you had a game that you wanted to play. We're reaching that part of the show.
Uh-oh.
You better get these right. We'll see.
Oh, shit. I'm going to lose.
Is
there a winner?
If you don't get
is there a winner and a loser in this game?
Yes, you will be the winner or the loser.
Yeah. So, you know.
I'm just competing with myself?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. Yes. I was going to explain the rules, but where did I put that sheet? Good question. Not there. Anyway, so it's called Guess That Song. So I'm going to say a lyric from this song. Yes, I've picked from bands that you know and songs that I know that you would know. And it's going to start.
What if I've been saying the lyrics wrong for 20 years? Because I've done that, you know?
You can't pretend like you know everything. Sometimes you've got to learn. I just said this.
We just went over this.
So, you have to give me the band and the song name. And if you get it wrong, then you have to like confess something, you know, like reptile confession, something you either regret or just anything you kind of want to put out there. So I'll start with the round one. This one is super easy. I mean, if you don't get this, I'll just smack you because I don't even know.
All right.
Take me down to the Paradise City where the grass is
Guns N' Roses, Paradise City.
Yes.
Appetite for Destruction album, 1987.
Look at you. See? I'll do just fine.
Just fine. You got the next one, Becky?
Sure. I'm the Man in the Box. Buried.
Man in the Box. Alice in Chains Facelift album. I think that's 91-ish or something.
We're not gonna double check the year, so we'll take your word for it.
92, I think.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead.
See, it's pretty easy right now. I know you'd get these. Okay. Can't you see? I'm easily bothered by persistence.
All right, that is Pantera. One step from lashing out at you. You want in to get under my skin. Is that Walk? No. Shit, I know the song. Walk. Pantera. Final answer.
Yes, final answer?
Yeah, final answer.
You are correct, sir.
All right.
Next.
All right. Thunder only happens when it's raining.
Oh, that's Fleetwood Mac. When it's raining, players only love you when they're playing. Shit, man. I don't know the name of the song though.
What do you do when you sleep?
Snore?
What do you?
Dreams.
Yeah. that. Since you had an assist, you still have to give a reptile confession. Anything you've ever regretted?
Yeah, buying a pinstripe.
We'll let that one go.
Yeah, that was the worst decision I ever made, man. All it did was kept making pinstripes everywhere I went, and I was like, oh man, I gotta get out of this shit.
I like the stripes.
How dare the pinstripe make pinstripes?
I know, it's so easy.
Yeah, but it was one of those ones like, oh, I'll buy it, and hopefully, I'll keep the ones that don't have it. And man, it just like
Takes over everything.
pinstripe. Ah, man, I don't want this thing anymore.
All right, you're gonna get this one too. We're still easy here. I believe them bones are me. Some say we're born into the grave.
I don't know. Sing it. Do the voice.
I'm not doing the voice. How do you not know this one?
Is it I don't know. I don't know this one.
It's an
Crowbar?
no.
What is it?
What's our skeletal? What is it made out of?
Skeleton? Bones.
What? Okay. Now, who sings that song?
Bones, Thugs, and Harmony?
Alice in Chains, sir. Alice in Chains.
Them bones?
Them bones. Reptile confession, or something that you did that was embarrassing within the reptile world. That made it happen. Anything. Something fun.
The fact that I knew the band Bones, Thugs, and Harmony was pretty embarrassing. I mean...
Did you ever hear the Bone Thugs and Harmony and Fleetwood Mac?
No, I couldn't even name a song. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure I've heard something they've done. I wouldn't be able to put the artist to the song.
I was like, wow. I was actually shocked. I was like, that's actually not
bad. Something that embarrassing in the reptile community.
Something embarrassing that you have done, or you could just even in life. Who cares? We don't have to stay in the reptile world.
Shit, I don't know. I've done a lot of embarrassing things, but I can't think of anything right offhand. I mean,
anything you wish you would have done different?
I wish I would have never spent a boatload of money on a confusion clown combo that never bred and never produced any babies. How about that one?
Yeah, that's okay. A good one.
That's a good one.
I'm going to say pinstripe again. I was like, yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah, I mean, hell, I would have done better with the pinstripe. It actually bred, So there's that. Boom.
Yeah.
Hot take. Mic drop.
All right, next one.
You better get it.
All right, nothing more than a dead man walking.
Man, I don't know. You guys are getting me now.
This is because it's getting harder.
You guys gotta like sing it in the voice and
like I don't even know if I can't get that. I can't get that heavy, Shane. Clue right there.
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, think heavy. I just put it in the group chat today. Like who was it? What band was that? Who's really heavy? All those. Think of all the Instagram reels being like, like the first time Crowbar. Yes.
Walk with knowledge wisely. Then no, what song?
Dead Man Walking.
I don't know. I give up.
And I'm gonna have to have Kirk do another cameo and be like, you didn't understand.
Hey, but that's definitely something I could have been singing wrong for years, though, too. I'm just singing. I never double check the lyrics on anything.
Oh my goodness! All right. The only thing that works for me, help me get away from myself.
Yeah, you guys have gone into territory that I don't even know anymore. Like, I want to say I know it, but
what's your name?
Say it again.
The only thing that works for me, help me get away from this place. Oh, help me get away from myself. Sorry.
God, that sounds like an Alice in Chains lyric. And then what? I give up.
9 Inch Nails.
Oh, well, I never listened to 9 Inch Nails. Shit.
How do you not? Everybody knows this song. Closer.
No.
Now that you said it,
yes, now you know it, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do we need
Yeah.
to? We should have a little audio clip of the lines.
Yeah,
Animal.
I've whatever. That's a whole nother subject. When newer music comes out, I'll reject it for 20 years, and then I'll go accept it 20 years after the fact and be like, oh, maybe I should have gave these guys a chance when they were still active. Like I just started listening to Godsmack like 4 years ago, and I'm like, oh, these guys are pretty good. How come I didn't listen to them when they were popping? Because I was like, oh, screw these new metal guys. Wow, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
All right, we got 2 left.
All right, 2. You gotta say it like that, Becky. 2.
Oh,
It's 2. All right.
Okay, so what is this that stands before me?
It's Becky and Ashley. That's who stands before me.
No, we are sitting before you.
All right. I don't know, man. My brain power is done. You guys already stumped me too many times. I'm like in the losing streak right now.
It's not white, it's
Black.
and think of a band with the name that starts with black.
Label Society.
Or Black Sabbath.
Oh, what is this that stands before me? See, you got to sing it and then I'll know it.
I know, but that's why I'm like singing it on the inside, but otherwise it's too easy then.
Well, I mean, that's how I recognize everything is the cadence and the guitar tone. And then the lyrics are like, just something that you sing along with. I don't even really pay attention to half the time.
All right, this is the final round. If you get this wrong, you have to you can't see at the screen. I was gonna say you have to get up and do a dance or something. We'll figure it out.
I'm dancing already. I'm preparing for the wrongness.
Into the flood again. Same old trip it was back then.
Oh, I know this one. That's Alice in Chains. Same old trip it was back then. Hail to the flood. I don't know the song name. I know the song. Wood.
Yes, you got it.
with the question mark. It has a question mark on it.
Got it. Yes, you got it.
So do I pronounce it like wood?
Yeah, that's right.
Wood? Wood?
Exactly, just like that. Oh my goodness. Well, just I am working on trying to really figure out how to make that that gnome of you, because I really feel like it's a good representation when you have the hat on.
Well, I like the gnome and everything, but it kind of looks like Polly.
A little bit. I mean, I have to change it a little bit. You're under crunch time. I
like Polly, but he is a Yankee, and I'm not. I'm in the South now, so we got to talk crap about the Yankees.
We would get it, so it looks just like you. But I think overall it needs to happen, and I kind of want it to be a bobblehead, just a little bit.
Yeah, I like it though. I do like it. I like it. I'd buy it.
Yeah, see, I would too. It would be amazing.
Hey, you guys are Yankees too, huh?
Yeah, we are, I guess.
Yeah, I'm learning about all this stuff. There's like a Mason-Dixon line somewhere. I don't know where it is, but like anything north of that's Yankees is what I was told.
Yeah.
We don't learn about American history in California. We learn about Spanish missions. So I had no idea about all this Yankee and Southern stuff before I moved here.
And they probably tried to teach me all that in school, and I was just like horses and animals, and I didn't.
Yeah.
History was never my preferred subject.
All right. Fair enough.
Yeah. I mean, now I like to know more about it than being older, but yeah, when I was a kid, hell no. I was out at the barn all the time doing stupid stuff. So
yeah, me too.
Good fun. All right, Shane. You must now tell everybody. Well, it's the part where you have to use your sexy, seductive voice and say, do you want to say it, Becky, or do you want me to?
Welcome to Onyx and Ivy After Dark.
All right.
And this is going to be played. You're going to be against other people. So if you want to win, you want to do your best job.
Welcome to Onyx and Ivy After Dark. That's what I'm supposed to say.
That's what you're going to say.
Me.
Did you just pinch your nipples while you did that? That was hilarious.
I was, opening up my chest.
Okay.
All right. Welcome to Onyx and Ivy After Dark.
It should have been like, then add a little Wookiee at the end. Oh yeah. It's the mating call of the Wookiee. Oh my god. Oh, I'm ridiculous. I know. Oh my goodness. Well, we
look at all these cool people that were in the chat too. Thank you, chat.
All right.
We did throw it up on the screen, but that's all right if you didn't see it or give them the shout out then.
Oh,
I'm being a little shithead. I'm sorry. Oh my god. All right. Well, do you have any advice for anybody just getting into ball pythons that you would recommend? And then also, where can everyone go find you?
My advice would be do a lot of research, pick your projects before you start buying. Don't come right in and spend thousands of dollars on a male. You need to do some research first and pick your projects and build your females your first year and then go from there. Where can you find me? You can find me on reptileads.com. That's where I list all my animals, along with my website, smalltownexotics.com. Patreon, Instagram, YouTube. I have a TikTok that I never go to. And I think that's it. And Facebook. Oh, I have a Facebook too.
Yeah.
All those places. Yay.
Well, we thank you so much for staying up way past your bedtime. You've got a lot of stuff going on in life. And so we appreciate you taking time out of your day to join us.
Yes. Thank you so
much.
much.
Thank you, ladies.
So thank you. And thank you everyone for coming out and joining the chat. And if you're catching us on the replay, leave us a comment, leave us a like and subscribe. And we will catch you guys in a couple weeks.
All right.
All right. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. Bye.
My screen has ended. My screen went crazy on me. I can't even end it right now. So Becky, go on your side and do it.
How do I do it?
I'll just keep waving. Bye, everybody.
There we go. It came back to me. It came back to me.
Okay.